Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is Jenna Diaries, and as you guys did, I am Jenna. So I'm actually just winding down from a work day, and I felt like, just popping up in here real quick because I've missed you guys. I feel like I've just missed, I want to say your faces, but the truth is it's my face, so I hope you've missed me too. Anyway, we're here now, and I decided to start off this video with a little unboxing kind of thing. I feel like I've been getting a lot of compliments about like my skin tone, and I got these face packs. I don't know if you guys have been seeing this brand around. I have been using their niacinamide serum, which I feel is really good for example, just uneven skin tone. I wouldn't say it's very good for like dark hyperpigmented spots because those are still there, as you can see, but yeah, just uneven skin tone from like sunburn and a little textured skin. This really helps like slowly slough off the textured skin. And this time around I decided to add another serum, so this will be like my daytime serum and this will be my nighttime. So this one is the hyaluronic acid. I feel like my skin has been looking extra dehydrated lately, and yeah, that's why we're here, because hyaluronic acid generally helps to replenish like skin hydration and all that, and just kind of lock in the moisture. That's why we got these. So I have a few other things as well. I have this laptop bag. I feel like my laptop bag is my laptop is constantly floating around in my bag, and I really don't like that, so I kind of got this just to cushion it. This is from Temu. Everything else I'm about to show you is from Temu actually, so thank you Temu. Actually, they did not sponsor this video, but they could, you know what I'm saying? So I also got this because I got these sippy cups, and these are just straw cleaners. I feel like they're just little essential things I just threw in my basket. And I got this like faux collar. Let me open it. Honestly, this is a very random haul, to be honest, but I got this faux collar, and I was like, I'm gonna be wearing a lot of cardigans. As you can see, I'm wearing a turtleneck because it's kind of chilly. Thank God that global warming is not doing all the things they say it's doing everywhere. But yeah, I just got this faux collar. I'm gonna be wearing it inside my cardigans because layering is a bit much for this part of the world, but at the same time, your girl wants to have that preppy look. We didn't do this Velma look, not to be doing the preppy things. Okay, so yeah. Also, I got these chains. I think they're gonna be really cute. I haven't opened it because my third sister isn't here. It's like this. It has like the big sis, a little sis, a middle sis. I'm gonna give them at the same time so I can get their reaction and get excited. And then I have this ring that says I am enough. Actually, I'm just gonna put this on because I was worried about this ring, if it will fit. If it's about if this jewelry would last, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I just got it because I really felt like, just getting some cute things that make me happy. Sometimes it doesn't have to last forever, people. Sometimes it just has to make you happy in that time. So I got this little ring that says I am enough. I mean, it fits on my pinky, so that's nice. And I got this key holder for my mom. So it says, thank you for everything, for the kindest things you do. Thank you for being there and putting me in front of you. Thank you for supporting me and loving me in every way. I wish I said it every day. I love you every way. Yeah, so I thought that was really sweet. I got this key holder for myself. And so your girl has been using a lot of Excel and Command and all those things. And listen, I don't know shortcuts, okay? I don't know shortcuts. So I got this, and I think it's a nice little hack. So you just stick these on your laptop, just on the side. I'm gonna show you all this. All right, guys. So that's all for our little unboxing, like say very random haul. Before we start this video, intentions. I feel like the intention of this video is to just, usual days in my life, slice of life kind of stuff. I have a few wellness things I'm trying to incorporate in my lifestyle, and just trying to get efficient, but also more mindful. I feel like that's an ongoing journey. It's always going to be there, like just me trying to be more mindful and intentional. And yeah, so I'm just going to go wash my face, use some of these lovely skincare. Actually, I didn't unbox it. Let me show you guys how it looks out of the box anytime, just in case this is something you're interested in. Alrighty, I'm gonna pop my laptop into my laptop bag and put my sticker on it. Hey guys, so I honestly don't have much to say in this vlog, but I just felt like, I don't know, like I feel like for the sake of consistency, for the sake of, just not letting my passions and hobbies and, creative projects die, I want to just try to show up at least once, twice a month, maybe more, maybe more, but like it's just where I'm at. Like this is where I have capacity right now. And I encourage you, if you have like a little creative project, a little hobby, as much as it's just for you, right? You should try to just be a little more consistent. Try to foster that consistency kind of habit. Anyway, I'm rambling. I feel like I just want to share things that have been on my mind. Okay, so this morning came across this content, and you've probably been seeing it, like all these like before and after pics of like girls in like relationships. It's like before they look like they had their glow, their spark, and then they get into a relationship and they're so drained. And I wanted to share my thoughts on that a little bit because honestly, I do think this happens. This is a real thing, and it's happened to even me. Like where it's like you're in a relationship, and what happens is it's two sides. Obviously there's a side where like you are the girl pouring into this relationship and this person isn't pouring back as much into you, or like, especially when you're feeling either like drained emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, one of them. If your cup is not being filled, or you're pouring more than you're giving, or you're, maybe for me usually it's that like lack of appreciation, and then constantly trying to say, okay, this is how I need love, or this is how I need to be shown love. I think those things drain me, especially also like when you're not feeling that level of like assurance, like, listen guys, let me give you a little bit about my type. I can't say I am like into the super macho built physically type, yeah, but I do like a guy that it has, like, can give me that sense of like assurance. I do like, the sense of like kindness, care, like genuine care, Okay, let's go back in time for a bit. So I have had this, like a few serious relationships, right? One of them, my very first boyfriend in university, we're very serious. I would say it's like being my second longest relationship. I look back on some of those pictures and I was glowing. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything bad, but I was glowing. And I think back to how our dynamics were, and I think it's because he was very like assertive. He would always be like, if I'm worried about something, babe, I've got you. You don't need to worry about this. Like, I'm here for you. And he's like, when it came to plans, he was making plans. This was before I even knew like the concept of like how a man should be to a woman, all these kind of things. I mean, everyone matures a little differently, right? And he was doing all those things unasked for. None of that. Truth is, I was just really young. I started uni a little early, finished so I just didn't want to settle down at the time, and that was really how things, like, I would say, fizzled out. And also, like, I just finished, I was thinking of relocating back or relocating somewhere else, but it was just really nice to see those pictures and realize that, oh my gosh, what was going right here was probably because I was really taken care of. I mean, in all the concepts, not just like how today everybody's like, oh, providing man, no, not just like provide like financially, but like emotional support, like the love languages, acts of service, gift giving, what's the other one? Physical touch, all those things, everything was just like right there. And I have zero regrets. I'm not saying this like, oh my gosh, I wish. It's just more like a reflective, like, oh, this is, that was that season of my life. And I think back to a relationship I had afterwards. It was kind of brief. And I think it was brief because God was pulling me away from that situation. And I was always kind of drained, uncertain, just not so sure. And it showed in my pictures, it shows in my like face, my expressions. And this was before its time of like Facetune and what's this one, Snapchat and all of that. This is just like my real face, right? And I'm not getting to present day, but point is, yeah, I feel like this is a real thing, and I feel like the reason this is happening is because of the shifts in like the cultures, like, and I may not understand everyone's experience, right? But I do believe that the rise of like the LGBTQ movement, the feminism movement, I feel like this has taken a damper on certain aspects of our communities. And I saw this video the other day, and then the guy was saying how what has been working for years has been men providing, taking care of their family. They feel more accomplished and all of that. But now it's like these days, like, oh, they want to be taken care of. They want to be, I don't know. It's like you have people that want to be nurtured, but they don't also want to give the nurturing as well. It's a mess. Sorry guys, I feel like I'm rambling. But anywho, I just feel like those things have really taken a hit on masculinity, on femininity, and it's like, what are these things? The concepts of these things are changing so significantly through time. I feel like sometimes when I watch all these like cowboy movies, I get all fired up, because like it's just the way they are. There's one I've been watching. I'll put the name over here, but there's one I've been watching. It's a series, and I just love like how I just like that concept of masculinity. I just really appreciate it, and I like to see women in their feminine, and I love to see them flourishing. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but just personally, I do feel like I like the concept of like nurturing, caring, and taking care of my man and supporting him in all the ways that I, as a woman, can only show that, offer that support. Yeah, I feel like, and when that is reciprocated with like that protection, provision, and I don't mean just in the financials, just in the whole sum of it all, like emotionally, mentally, spiritually, like just that assurance and, the bravado that comes with being a manly man. So yeah, I feel like I do appreciate that time and those types of dynamics. So I don't know, to each their own, maybe some people some women prefer to be like the breadwinners, they like to be strong, yelling, shouting, all of those things, and have like softer men, and some of those dynamics work and be flip as well. Yeah, but I just feel like in a world where men are asking for so much for women, they also need to step up. Like, you can't want someone that is like say so career driven and also domestic and homemaking, and wants the person to raise like amazing upright individuals. I don't know, something needs to give in the end. Something needs to give. I don't know where society is going. This is just like some random thoughts I wanted to share. Anyway, I'm gonna drink my tea, have some toast, and yeah, I'm gonna head out to the hospital to see my mom. She had a procedure, so I'm just going to go check on her, make sure she's okay, spend the day with her. Hi guys, I haven't seen you guys since the hospital, and I think as you saw in that clip, I was like towards the end, I was like dancing, I was moving. I feel like I'm just in the mood to shake my body a little. And today we are going to go karaokeing. I don't know, we're going to go for karaoke, and I wanted to show you guys a little OOTD. It's nothing like crazy or anything, just like kind of a workwear spun into like homeware. Ignore the mess because it's kind of chilly, and I don't know, I'm always saving this jacket for like a special occasion, and there are not a lot of those. But I think life should be a special occasion. Okay, so this is the outfit. I'm just gonna grab a little bag, wear some shoes. Mist for the evening is this 24K Pure Pink. This is what I've been spraying recently. It's just really nice. Has this like, I don't know, I want to say floral, I feel like pink flowers. It's just giving all the pink flowers and roses and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be smelling. I think I'm just gonna put some of this raspberry mist as well because I like how it all comes together. Whew, that was a lot. So we are back from karaoke. I didn't sing, obviously, but right now I think I'm just gonna wash my face, change into some PJs, and watch some Love Island. Yep. Actually, no, Love is Blind. There's so many love shows. But yeah, watch some Love is Blind and just cozy up into the evening. Shortly after the merriments of karaoke, we woke up the next morning to some upsetting news. We found out that our dad, who had been fighting cancer for over 7-8 years, had finally passed away in our family house. I mean, it was nice that we were all there, but it was still very shocking, very somewhat devastating. Luckily, I had my sister there to process this grief. We had to open our doors to our neighbors, to our well-wishers, to our church to come share their condolences. It was a collective grief. Many people didn't know he was struggling. My brother had to take on so many responsibilities so quickly, so suddenly. We really had to take care of everyone, ourselves, but most especially, we had to look out for our mom, because even though she was grieving, she too was healing. I wonder sometimes how she was processing all that was happening all so quickly, the physical change, the physical pain, the emotional pain. It's so crazy. One moment he was here, and then one moment he was gone, and the visitors came 1, 2, 3, 50, then 100. The canopies were up. It felt so surreal seeing everyone mourn someone that was so full of life, so full of exuberance. With all said and done, I'm glad he lived a full life and was able to touch so many lives around him with the one that was given to him. He was a rolling stone, gathered no moss whatsoever. I hope one day I can settle down and tell you guys about the big spirit this man was, my dad. He left a big footprint in my heart, and his memories will live on forever. And I hope this is a reminder for us to remember that we have just one life, and we have to do what we can to leave a mark and touch as many lives as possible.